Guys and gals, welcome to a very spontaneous video here at Scott's Speed Shop, because tonight I've been working on the old Polara. Just been working on the paint again, just giving her good old wax, even if it needs it or not. And well, Dad got home and I kind of wrangled him into helping me do a little bit of inspirational mock-up on the car because, well, making the car look pretty, I went ahead and polished out the other chrome reverse wheel that I don't really care for, but I have them, and they do look pretty neat. And they're wider than the 15x7 black steel wheels. I know not everybody's on board just making this thing sleepery, so here's one more hoorah trying to make it look cool, but also period correct. A set of wheels I've had in my collection for quite a while, but never had the right car for. An old set of Fenton Hawks. They're 14s, which I was trying to get to 15s with the steel wheels, which is what I got right now, but a downgrade on size, but an upgrade in potentially funky cool. We have the match over here on an old, what is this tire? Victorian 60 HP. So I'm gonna clean these things up, but right now, before I get them cleaned up, I'll do that tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and jack up the car, knock this steel wheel off, make sure that thing fits on there, and see if we like it enough to warrant cleaning it up. Alright, I have been affirmed that there is no butt crack shot, which means there probably is. This is the heaviest freaking wheel in the world.
Those suckers are heavy.
Holy crap. It's like someone filled the tire with concrete.
I thought I was just being old.
No. This is, and also this old Moto Guzzi motorcycle is really not in the right place. Watch, I didn't measure the bolt pattern right, and we're trying to put it on, and it's GM. And it's the reason why we've never used these on anything. It's not that I've never had the right car, it's the fact that they're the one wheel that don't fit nothing yet. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just completely ignore the nonsense that you just watched, because as it turns out, we forgot how to measure the bolt pattern on wheels. So we started to scramble around later that night. We ended up just deciding to scrap the entire video idea. And I tell you what, we ended up, I think, coming up with the most perfect thing last night. We were digging through all my old school wheels, and I'll just show you some. Like we were digging through, we had those Fenton Hawk wheels we really wanted to put on the front, but they're the GM pattern. So well, I guess if I have any GM buddies who want those things, I'll clean those up. And there they are, because they won't work for us. And we started thinking about keystones, but so many of our cars have freaking keystones. It's unreal. So we're looking around, okay, what wheels do we have that are freaking cool, that have tires that aren't too big? Because, well, the majority of our stuff is 15x12 or 15x10. You know, there's not a lot of 15x7 and 8 wheels around here that got tires on them, because none of our stuff has stuff that little, really. And then we remembered these that Mr. Ryan Barsness brought us for the yard dart. And it's like, well, it fits the front technically, and it's got a nice sized tire, and it looks a heck of a lot better than that little skinny black steel wheel we had on there, which is basically just a factory 15-inch, it's a 15x5.5-inch steel wheel. And then I've got a set of 15x7s, but I just don't like how narrow they are, because, well, the early B body has such a big wheel opening. As you can see, even that 15x7 slot mag with that 9-inch wide, 29-inch diameter slick is still not quite filling it. But of course, there's no engine in here, so this is going to come down. And I'm not talking about running a 29-inch tall tire or a 9-inch wide tire on the front. I'm thinking an 8-inch wide tire on the front and about a 10-inch wide. So I'm thinking a 255/70 on the back, which is 29 tall, and about 10 inches wide, which is exactly what's on these chrome reverse wheels, which we know they fit. I would rather have a 28 tall, but trying to get tires that match is an issue at that point. So I'll go with an inch taller in the back, and then we're talking about like a 27.5 in the front. And we're talking about, you know, keeping her all low, a little subtle rake on this car, but wide all the way around. So a 15x8, 15x7. So I'm on the hunt for old slotted mags that I can make gold for the whole car, or we may just buy new. But I just wanted to show you guys that this is a look that I had no idea would ever become a possibility to me because, well, I didn't think slot mags looked good on these cars. And then these gold ones. Ho doggy! Let me lower this thing down and show you. Alrighty, well, there is the car on all fours. And actually, it's the next day because, well, we had company show up. We had our good friend Ed Barber, who is the dad of our friend Daniel Barber at Red Beard Racing 710, who's getting a bunch of new videos put out because, well, he's starting to make more content about his race cars and stuff, so be sure to go check him out. And it's always fun hanging out with Ed. Ed is just an absolute hoot. If you've ever seen Big Mike's Hoopty Barn, Ed is a lot like Big Mike, and you just love him no matter what. So we got to hang out with Ed while I was waxing the Polara's roof, but we also got more confirmation that the gold slot idea is just pretty dang fantastic. So one of the things we do have happening here pretty soon is I have some really awesome friends who have made a long drive to come visit and purchase parts. So I also want to get their opinions because, well, they've owned some pretty rare Mopars and they also like early B bodies. And I know they are connoisseurs of vintage speed equipment. If you don't know who I'm talking about, they are the Backwoods Performance people, and they're not here yet. They'll be here eventually. Well, here we are still waiting on our friends, and I figured we would fire up some of our favorite vehicles. And of course, still running freaking great. I still gotta buy tires, but you know, it's one of those things. And one of my other favorite vehicles to always fire up, mainly because it is kind of I mean, how can you not love this thing? But alrighty, boys, where you at? I think I have visitors now. Is that a Volkswagen? Are we gonna play chicken? You guys wanna play chicken? All right, guys, Backwoods Performance and we're gonna play chicken. They got a Volkswagen, I got a 74 Dodge Semi. Let's see which one wins. Oh, your head, you son of a... They finally made it. Well, let's stop scaring them and invite them in. Oh yeah, and that one's not dead.
Yeah, I was sitting there, I was like, is that the satellite running?
It is.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Actually, it sounds better than on camera.
Oh yeah. That's the mufflers that I put on it. It used to just be glass packs and shit. All right, viewers, this is Backwoods Performance. We're gonna hang out, do the usual. We haven't seen each other in like 3 months, so we'll check back in. It's totally, yeah. Look at that, I just started filming. I was gonna show you in the yard dart on my video. Oh, if you guys don't know, these guys really do love the yard dart for some reason.
It's a really
Look at him.
odd thing. I don't know what attracts us to the yard dart so much.
Oh.
Dude, could you imagine like driving to a Sonic or something in the yard dart?
I've done it.
That would be amazing.
Oh, it's just one of the funnest cars to cruise. It always makes you happy.
Dude, and then it's got the satellite. I like right heck. Look at that. That is such a cool picture right there.
Oh, they're having fun. Take you guys over here to my Duster that we uncovered because actually how I met these guys was, funny story is I had Duster parts for sale at the Indy Swap Meet, actually on Facebook, and a guy messaged me about picking up these Duster grills. He had no idea that he was picking them up from me, a guy he watched on YouTube, and that'd be Mr. Brian Hobbs from Backwoods Performance. And it's kind of funny, we all kind of like the same stuff. Early A's, early B bodies, Dusters. We like all the same stuff. That's why we get along so dang great. And that's why I'm happy to like let them go play with the yard dart and stuff and play with the cars and start them up. Well, except we're not starting up the yard dart because she's got some carburetor issues. That stupid dang demon.
Yard dart needs love too.
Well, if we technically we could probably play with the floats on that demon. Uh-oh. What have I said? What have I done? Oh, all right. Well, my video is technically about the Polara, so I'm going to get back on the track to that, but we're having fun. Right before I get the Hobbs boys' opinion on the old Polara, we do have some business to get settled up on. Which, this is all of our pre-Indy stuff. They've got some parts they've been wanting to buy just for projects of theirs, so that way they can get them done and built the way they want. So I've been saving some parts for them and getting them around for them. So if you want to know, like to see me and my buddies haggle, and I mean we are going to be probably haggling rather harshly, like over probably pennies and dollars, I just imagine, because we kind of prepared for it. They're outside filming their little deal, and if you want to see what this is going to be like, you need to go over to their channel, which is Backwoods Performance, because I'm going to let them film this thing. And well, all right. Nope. Oh God, no Girl Scout cookies. Guys, so now that our dealing is done, which it was just absolutely one of the funnest 15-minute segments of filming I think I've ever done. So yeah, you guys need to seriously go watch that. Go watch that and then come back, because now we're going to go get their opinion on my early B body with those gaudy gold slotted bags.
Hey, let's go look at some slots.
Ah.
Hey, he said, what do we say?
Sorry, this is the second take. Sorry, viewers. Alrighty, so you guys, knowing early B bodies, and hello Kingston, now you're on camera.
Yes.
So, what do you guys think about the gold slots? My viewers have already seen plenty of shots of this, angles and stuff. What do you think about why, you know, these are 15 by 7s all the way around, 29 by 9s. It's not a drag car look like we're always used to. What you dudes think?
Gives it that NASCAR vibe. I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. would be proud.
Oh God, Tall John don't like Dale Earnhardt. Bobby Isaac.
Bobby Isaac, there we go.
Tony Stewart,
Or Buddy Baker.
Buddy
Or
Baker, yeah.
Jimmy Johnson,
Marty Robbins.
If you don't like Marty Robbins, you're wrong.
Bubba Johnson.
That man right there. Marty Robbins. Alright, I kind of want to paint my car pink and yellow now.
Who else has a pink Daytona though? Like,
I know. I mean, he's a great musician. I mean, I don't know, was he a great driver? Or was
I
he-
actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but who cares? He had fun, clearly.
I feel like Richard Petty.
I just said Richie.
Everybody knows
said-
Richard Petty.
okay.
They know you.
I didn't want people
Yeah.
to get offended. I didn't want people to get offended.
Well, everybody knows Richard Petty. But anyway, so you guys, you think this is worth spending money on?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool.
You got a big block 4-speed 64 Dodge, man.
Well, I'm not saying the car, I'm just saying the wheels and
The
stuff.
red and gold,
Yeah.
killer.
And naming it the Red Light District. That came up the other night because Anna was talking about how classy Earlene is. And so I was like, well, and that video is getting ready to air right now, actually, at 5:30. And I was like, well, we're looking at classy. We better go check out the Red Light District.
You know, if you do
That's
the
a pretty good name actually.
gold stack time gold, all Moroso.
Yeah, I know. That's what we started talking about.
Man,
Another pair of big block golds.
Yeah, baby.
If only somebody owned Moroso gold valve covers.
And if they get a couple sets too,
Well, maybe even an air cleaner.
and an air cleaner or two or three.
Where are you gonna find a guy like
I don't-
that?
I have no idea. Now, here's the question. Do you paint the engine turquoise, or do you paint it like industrial red, or do you paint it Hemi orange, and then do you do the, how do you dress the engine then?
I'm just gonna say turquoise and gold are not gonna work.
Yeah, that
No.
Sorry, it just ain't.
No.
Hemi orange is always a safe bet, because let's be real, every 70s book you ever seen with gold Morosos
Right.
was on a Hemi orange cover.
But if you want to be different and keep the red and gold thing going, that industrial red would probably be killer. I mean,
How daring are you feeling?
be different. Be different.
I think the real answer to that is going to be in the comments below, because I think there's 100 options. Black? I mean, who says we got to restrict ourselves to gold, really? I mean, we can still I mean, there's 100 things in a header color, because we could get headers coated in white. We could do yellow headers, orange headers. There's all sorts of things they used to do back in the day. And we're talking about a 64 Dodge, so there's a lot of area of customization. So, besides that, I need you guys to leave a comment. No, not yet. Don't say bye yet. We're gonna wish our friends from Backyard Performance a safe trip back home.
Backyard Performance, baby.
Yeah.
Boy, did I get your name wrong?
Backwoods.
Backwoods?
Yeah.
Backwoods? Are you serious this entire?
It's backwoods. He's rich.
Hey,
Anyways, Backwoods Performance. Go check them out. Go see the part of the video you didn't see it that I didn't film because it's just for them. It's fun. It's the best whole part. All right. You know, I spent a little bit of time designing this thing, and so, oh my.
I like the front.
Oh, you should see this side.
Let me get a really good close up of the front.
Just, you gotta see the side I'm seeing. Whoa.
Holy, look at that. That is so cool.
Tony wasn't kidding when he said he could legitimately print a freaking photograph. Holy crap, the
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah,
So if you'll excuse me for a minute, Anna, can you click that pause button? And here I am, and I ordered an XL, and I got just enough room. I like this thing. The logo is perfectly on my left man boob, so if you guys are worried about that, it perfectly covers it, so that way you only got to worry about this guy, which is easily covered by a man purse, or aka a satchel, but the back is probably, oh, I can only imagine. I got to stop designing my stuff with the designs on the back because I can't see them. So if you guys want one of these bad boys, that link is in the description below of every video from now on. There will be Jezebel themed t-shirts in the future, and whatever other cars, you know, I have time to design for you. Because I think this is an awesome shirt. I think you guys will be very happy with it, so I know I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna go work on my 64 Dodge now in my barely cooted t-shirt. See you guys later. The mythical unearthing of Jezebel. She has not been started in well over a year. In fact, I should probably inspect these for spiders, because look at the cobwebs legitimately built up in the zoomy pipes. We finally got this thing to where it'll turn over again, and now we're going to fire it up, because the goal is to eventually get this car, well, out of here and get this engine out so we get the 4-speed fixed and get her back on the freaking road. Anna, please show everybody the engine one more time. I bet you there's no fuel in these carburetors.
Probably not.
I vote we take the air cleaner off and we give her some fuel.
That don't sound like a bad idea.
oh, he tightens his stuff down.
Before we kill a battery. I want you guys to know while I'm filling the full bowls on Jezebel's engine, so that way, you know, we're not going to run the battery down. We thought it'd be a good idea to get Arlene out of the way, so that way you get a really good angle of Jezebel from over there, blowing stuff out of the zoomies. Apparently Arlene doesn't want to move. Kind of funny watching these three guys and Anna try to move Arlene.
I'm not trying. I just like
Oh, Anna's not trying. Come on, push! Heave! Heave! Here I am, probably one of the bigger dudes. I'm filling float bowls because I'm old and wise at this point. So this is what happens when you incorporate Anna, because she's kind of like She-Hulk right now. They've almost got it out of the hump. Heave! You guys got to do the, come on, you got to do the chants. You got to get into the moment. You get in the moment, you got to go heave!
That's it.
Or like the Amon Amarth song, row! You got to get into it. These guys don't know anything about pushing old crappy Mopars.
How was it?
I'm just tickled shitless. I know I'm hurting my 4-speed more, but I don't care. It's destroyed anyways. I just like hearing 640 horsepower, 505 cubic inches of big block Mopar stroker built by my friend Mark at Advanced Engine Machine, because in my 70 Charger that I built with my dad and my family and all my friends enjoy, I mean, how can you not love it? By the way, if you're interested in a Jezebel themed t-shirt which will help fund fixing this pile of crap, that link is in the description below. So, Anna, go do what you need to do to finish this video.
About Jezebel.
That was neat.
It's pretty alright.
The splash distance was quality.
Absolutely.
These are pretty rowdy engine. I mean, it's still not, you're not hearing anything on the engine still.
The hideaway headlights, killer.
Oh yeah, that was solid.
Killer.
Getting all that
It
shit
was.
working, that was always a dream. Oh, you're filming.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I'm just saying. it was
Commentary
always
in the
a
background, dog.
Sorry to interrupt the video, but me as Jed was a dream to always have functioning hideaway headlights on my 70.
If you're gonna have a 70 Charger though, it's got to have functioning hideaway headlights.
I loved my meshed grill in Jezebel from the beginning, but oh here.
Come join us.
Yeah, I
And
join you.
I loved my meshed grill in Jezebel from the beginning, but at the end of the day, it is a 70 Charger, and that grill is pieced together from like 3 grills, including parts from Dad's 68 grill, and it encompasses the car.
It's just wicked cool.
And it takes it away from Mad Max theme, which is where I was trying to get away from, and go more just beaten up old street car. Okay, I'm gonna go finish. You gotta go back to your interview.
What's your favorite part?
I was about to say, of firing Jezebel or the whole day?
Let's go the whole day, and then we'll talk about Jezebel
I was
again.
about to say, definitely the shark tank.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
honestly, that was
was-
amazing.
that
Because
was
you don't ever
fun.
get to see that. That's it's always in-person moments.
Most of the time people cut cameras and I don't know, it's just you're hanging out with buddies, doing buddy deals and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
Except Anna, you're filming my video, and my viewers don't get to see that part because they have to go
Yeah,
see it on your guys' channel.
Yeah.
Gotta go to Backwoods Performance for that part.
Yeah.
Favorite part is
And now we finally made the 8-hour drive to come see Jed's place. Now Jed, possibly, and if she'd like to come as well, got to come up to Kentucky. Hopefully they go to Mo Party. If so,
Well, if we ever head that way, which
don't mind me as I run away as you're talking about me traveling.
if we ever head that way, which we may, because my dad lives just a little bit beyond you guys, we'll probably stop.
For sure, yeah.
Indy's only 2 hours, what, 2.5 hours away?
yeah, Indy's 2.5 hours. Mo Party is an hour.
So, what do you think? What's your favorite car?
The yard dart.
The yard dart. I've been trying to buy the yard dart from Jed since I first met him.
I was about to say, which was funny because we bought Duster parts when that happened, and we just, I don't know, we just fell in love with the yard dart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally like the van a lot too.
The
No,
van.
the van is the van is wicked.
I like the van too.
Yeah.
Once they get all the interior done.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
That's gonna be wicked.
Oh yeah, the van's gonna
Pimping, dog.
That's right.
And
No,
listen,
it's been absolutely awesome down here. It's definitely worth the 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
Just being able to hang out with Jed. hang
The
out with
weather
him.
was nice too.
well, let's go see what Jed's doing. You're gonna fire up the yard dart?
Well, we're gonna fire it back up. This is not a cold start, I'm being perfectly honest, and I'm still trying to find my regular glasses. This kind of sucks. Anyways, so we're gonna fire up the old yard dart again for the house boys because they've never heard it in person. Well, they just did, but we're gonna do it again so you guys can hear it. Because you just heard Jezebel.
Yeah.
in. I think it needs to be sold to somebody, you know, it's not your style, dog. We're gonna have to sell this, take care of it for you.
What do you mean it's not my style? I built it.
You know, I think the satellite's more your thing. We're gonna have to get this thing over in Kentucky and take care of it for you.
I'm pretty sure it's completely documented on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's a whole series that you guys may or may not have watched on the Scott Speed Shop YouTube channel, which if you're not subscribed, I don't recommend it. We make terrible videos. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, this is kind of my creation.
Did you do this whole?
I might have.
Oh.
I mean, a younger me built it, not me now.
That Jed guy?
Yeah, Jed built it. Yeah, no, I'm Scott.
I thought you were William.
No, well, yeah, I was William earlier, but now I'm
Oh.
Scott because it's a Scott Speed Shop. Everybody calls me Scott now, so I'm not Jed. But Jed did build this, and he did a pretty piss poor job because there is a cylinder head leak kind of going on right here that he's never fixed.
I'm just saying, if this was over in our fleet of vehicles, it would happily have already had that fixed.
My question is, if it was in your fleet of vehicles, would it have its own dedicated battery that doesn't have to be swapped between it and every other vehicle?
No, it wouldn't.
Then it's not in any better care technically.
That's true.
Alrighty, viewers, so what do you think? Who sounds better, Yard Darte or the Jezebel? What do you guys say?
Yard dart.
Yard Dart just has a charm
It's
and
just
a cackle to it.
It's so sweet.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love that 528 purple cam. Well, 509 is a circle track cam.
You know, one day, Jed, we'll line up the 3-door in the yard dart.
Maybe someday.
It'd be someday.
Someday.
It's so innocent, you gotta love it.
It's so innocent, yeah.
Anyways, viewers, we'll see you later.
What are you guys looking at?
It's 318. I think it's a 318 poly. It's got these big heads. I don't know why. For some reason, spark plugs are going in it. That don't make no sense.
Is that a 318?
Oh, I don't know. Could be. Sleeper.
It's a sleeper.
Just got big old hands on.
Jezebel and everything.
That's right. We heard something start up and we was like, oh, we gotta go see it.
We're gonna at least start that. You shut the headlights on, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
My tail lights ain't working. I gotta figure out. I want to unplug.
Well, all your dash lights weren't working either, Dad.
Oh,
Yep.
in Moody.
Well, I was trying to check your oil pressure before I went to go give her some wing dings, but I figured by the time this thing had rumbled and made the shop shake, that she was probably plenty warm.
You can't just start up a Henny and not go to check it out.
You got
Well, yeah,
keys?
I got your keys. So, what do you boys think? Are you still saying yard dirt's the best?
Yes.
I disagree.
You're better than yard. No, yard dart hurts.
It is. My
I
heart goes
love
with the yard dart, but this one sounds really good, and then the cutouts.
And the matching toolbox, it used to look pretty good.
Yeah, that's the same.
That's the same
vinyl as
material.
My top head left on.
I am loyal to the yard dart.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.